Hi guys, I hope you're good. I hope you're blessed. Wow, yeah. This video is supposed to be uploaded days ago, but I was not okay. I was not okay at all, and I had to wait for my body, you know, to be okay. Sorry about that. You know, there are things that you will talk about and you feel the pains, the attacks and everything, and you cannot put it in words for people to understand what you're going through. But these things are real, like real, but so is my God. You know, the person that I want to talk about today is one of the persons that tried to kill me so many times, you know. I just couldn't bring myself before him, though I had sent him messages to warn him, you know, that whatever you try to do to me, it's only gonna work against you. Like, by now you should have realized that you cannot kill me, you know. This is of all the evil men that have been trying me, you know, for years. Evil people that I've met that are trying to come against me, people that I encountered on my journeys. This is one person that has tried to kill me so many times, you know. You know, this is not about a party, okay? But this is a video about someone I knew that was a member of a party, you know. And that does not make the whole party like that. But one thing I can, without a doubt say is politics is a dance floor of evil. And it is so sad when you see good men standing for communities, their nation, you know, with genuine honesty and love and dedication to their parties, only to find that within their board, there are evil men that will do anything to have power and money. Because you see, with politics, you find a candidate of a certain position up against someone who is so devious, you know. This man I'm talking about came to you know, let me just say, in politics, as a sangoma, I used to deal with people that are members of political parties, you know, from mere councillors, MMCs, you name it, going above. All these people coming to get powers in order for them to win, you know. And that is something that is happening within the political parties, you know. And you know, there is, I always say a name is so important. People think that when a party is an African party, people would just have to do all these diabolical things in order for them to gain power, you know, to access public funds and what so not. But God is still at work, and God will continue to be at work. This person that I'm talking about knew of my past life and my life as a Sangoma. So this person, I'm not talking about a stranger. I'm talking about someone very close to me. You know, someone I respected and still respect dearly. And when the person approached me, you know, money is able to turn the sweetest people that we know into these evil people because they are power hungry. This person changed, you know. Okay, I knew him, but he never knew that I'm able to do certain things. Let me just put it clear out there. And when he found out that I'm able to do that, and that he approached me. He approached me because there was a position that he wanted, which had other candidates as well. So in a sense, there were two strong candidates in this position because they were both fighting evil for evil, We all have backgrounds. This one is coming from this background, this other one is coming from this background, and they're both fighting for this particular position, and they're all using all this evil against each other. So none is winning at this point, because two people within this position were fighting for the position itself, because it involved a lot of money and it involved a lot of power. So that person says to me, okay, I cannot do it with my hand. Why can't he do it? Because he has already tainted his hands with so many people's blood. So he cannot move. In a sense, he cannot move. He cannot leave the country, cannot do it, because he has to take care of the people that he has made pets for him to have what he has. So one of the people that he has made pets, cannot allow him to move. The sad part of taking a life, in order to make a life your spiritual bank, or money vomiting human of the night, is they have rules. they have rules. You cannot move about just anyhow you like. You have to talk to them frequently. You may see these people flying in and out, but they know there are rules. And the rules, one of the rules is you cannot just go around any way you like, no matter how you try. You understand? There's a time whereby you have to be home, because you have to take care of the babies that you made, in a sense. You made people to become babies that are only working for you at night. You understand? To give you the power and alles. So this man could not move. Gossiches approaches me. Hey, Gogo, please help me get rid of this dog. That's how he addresses people. Like, he doesn't have a heart for people, Can you please, Gogo, get rid of this dog for me? I really want to do this. I want to win this. He brings me the dog's picture and the dog's names. He pays me quite a lot of money. Close to 94,000 for me to go in. Or he doesn't say I must do it with my hand. He says I must go to someone that I know would do it for him, because I know people, and I'm now saying I don't want to do these things anymore. He says I must do something, and gives me 94,000 in order for me to get rid of this dog. Well, money is the root of every evil. I do not want to take this person's life. So many reasons why. One, I'm not a killer. I'm not a murderer. I don't want to do it. Secondly, because I see that the person is trying to get rid of is into these things as well. And this person, if anything is to happen to this person, the person that they will pick and see that did it, because Africans are like that. If one, I'll make an example of the late soccer star who just died. I don't want to mention his name, because who died years ago. The soccer star's case that is all over the place. The reason why it's all coming out this way, it's because a hand was guilty of taking his life, but truth could not come out. So a parent made sure that no matter what, I will fight to make sure that the killers of my son are brought to justice. He started traveling. This is a man that is coming from the villages, and he made sure that my son will not rest up until they are apprehended. And the truth about his death comes to light. So the old man, not only using the son's grave sand, visited different people to make sure that my son's soul does not rest. My son will torment until the truth is out. So everyone who was involved in that death and sin is to make sure truth comes out. So what is happening is the case of the soccer star is its daddy went out, fought, cursed, spoke words, and up to his death, because he also saw upon his death that I'd rather die than this and this to happen. You see, and he started traveling. The culprits also started traveling around their area, felt that the heat is too much. They went out as well, trying to find an answer of how to cover this whole thing up. They started becoming close to their own ancestors, trying, to wash off the guilt, to wash off that, all that. Everybody began playing with meat, muti, with voodoo, in order for them to make sure that whatever happened in that house stays in that house. But it was not so, because now the deceased, the parent that evoked the spirit of the son to say, fight till the truth is out. There's a woman and the child, she's crying, there's curses, there's so many things that were around that particular death. That's why you see everything happening like this. Even the healers who are meant to protect some of the people who were there cannot stand against the word of a dead person, cannot stand against the cry of a dead man who said, my son's killers must be apprehended. So now people think that they can do all these things in order for them to bury the truth. But the truth of the matter is, above all, there was an eye overseeing God. You see, and he is about to vindicate the tears of an old man who cried for his son. You understand? He cried tears that dried, and God heard. And people are about to dance to that. So with him, I knew that if I am to raise a hand or an arrow against this particular politician, the family and everybody around him would go out and seek to find who did it. You see, and they would not see the hand, the face of the one who was trying, who let's say, who paid out the money in order for it to be done. You see, they will see the face of some, because what they do is they'll send people to do their dirty work for them to remain in power and for them never to be seen. So I was not going to become that candidate. I was not going to become that agent. So I told him that, no, this one I cannot do. He persuaded, and then ultimately got someone to do it for him. But I was not part of it. I don't know how they did it or what they did, but I was not part of it. You see, because we kept our friendship, because we friends from long time. We friends. We know each other quite well. So he was my patient on some other things, and he brought quite a lot of them to my way. So I didn't have a problem with whatever he wants to do, but it could never be my hand. So along the way, I started to tell him to change, to stop all that, because the more deeper he's into these things, the more, it's like he's going deeper and deeper and deeper, and he has to denounce these things, disconnect, and live this life. And money and power doesn't mean sell your soul, because the more you do it, the more these things become more for you. You cannot even stay in one house. You cannot even stay in your own house, because sometimes you want to run away from your own house, because your problems, they are becoming babies that can never be satisfied. So he tried to kill me because I know his secrets. As you can hear, I'm telling you a story, but I'm not detailing much into it. And him trying to kill me was the worst thing that he could ever do to himself. Like I told you, I dream. And the goodness of my dreams, I don't need the second person to interpret it. My dream comes with a message, and it's very clear. In the first dream, I was with my cousin, and we were going somewhere, and we were at the garage. So we were kidnapped by these 4 guys in a taxi, and they started to stab my cousin. So my cousin and I, as she was stabbed, we began to fight inside the taxi. As we were fighting, managed to open the door. I grabbed my cousin, bleeding as she was. Then we get into the jungle. It was a jungle nearby, a heavy jungle. Then I asked my cousin, please, I beg you, no matter how painful it is, let's try to run. I will hold you, run with you, but you need to add your own energy and strength. So we began to run. My cousin looked at me and said, you know what, run. I'll be fine. Run. Let me stay back, because I'm weak now. Let them come and take me, but run. I couldn't leave my cousin behind. So I was just running with her. And then as I was running, she just dropped. And then I ran. As I was running, it's like I could see them from afar. They managed to get my cousin. But that was not the end. They were still coming out for me. These people are able to get me. They got me in another town. When they get me in another town, this time they apprehend me. When they get me, they take me to a small room, like a surgery, with, operation tools. When you're about to do a seizure or whatever, like operation tools, hospital operation tools, where people get caught in theater. It's like a small theater, an illegal or background theater they had. So there are many Caesars, you name it. There are 3 guys. These people cut me off. They cut me. They stabbed me. I was injured. So as injured as I was, I still had my strength. And these people, there are 3. One at the other side of my leg, the other one at the end, because they tied me down. So the one who is on my right side, that one was on my right side, yes. The other one is standing on my right side. Né? So as he's standing on my right side, my right side, I just looked at him and made some, because these 2 are talking to each other. They want to cut me off, take some pieces and put them way. So I looked at him and made signs for him to give me a small scissor. I don't know what happened. He listened. He gave me that scissor. And I cut off my hands, and I stabbed the 2 that was both in my legs, and I managed to run. That was the first dream. The second dream was when I usually get dreams after meeting him, because we had quite a lot of meetings. So I met him the other day. He was telling me that, no, you know what, maybe you are right. I think of joining just this other brotherhood, just to keep me sane. It's a very serious, dark cult that some of them are in it and cannot even leave it. I was like, whatever you decide to do, just don't take any life anymore. Don't do it because it's not worth it. You see, if you say you want to join the brotherhood, okay, so be it. But don't get involved in making sure that you drink from somebody's blood, because it will work against you in time. So the second, after meeting him telling me that he's joining a certain brotherhood, I had this dream. In this dream, boys again sent out boys for me, and they kidnapped me. They closed me again in a very small room. When they closed me, I asked them, who sent you, right? And I don't know what you want from me. And in every dream I had, it was him or him and his wife. Him and his wife. So in this particular one, this is the second dream. In this dream, they got hold of me. They closed me again in a smaller room. When they closed me, they tied me, and he came wearing a brown suit. His wife was just pointing the guys were too close, and then she left. I asked him, what is it exactly that you want from me? Why are you doing this? I begged him, to leave me and release me. So as I was in that, God has always spoken to me through people that I know and through things that I'm familiar with, in a sense, you can say the Holy Spirit has always directed me, even though I was not, because for the Holy Spirit to work in me, he cannot just introduce himself like that. So for me, I've always taken that he has always worked in me through people that I know, familiar things in my dreams, because every time I'm in danger, my mother appears. So my mother came and said, fly. And I'm like, I don't know how to fly. You always say I must fly. And I don't know how to fly. My mother just said, jump. And I jumped. My mother said, jump. I jumped. As I jumped so high. And I went out of the roof of that place I was in. So that's how I escaped the second time. The third time, I went into his house. Him and his wife got me in, and then all of a sudden his wife came in with a certain man, and she wanted to give me a drink. I refused, and she hit me with that man at the back. As they were pulling me out, a certain man that was fighting them in their own house came and rescued me. So every time I had a dream, I knew that he wanted to do something evil to me. And I texted him. I said, sometimes we get hurt by people that we love and trust and respect. But when they do evil, God raises against them. If I were you, I would stop doing whatever you're doing. And then he started telling me that they're not well, they are sick, they broke, they don't have money, everything of them is going bad. If I'm to detail this person I'm talking about, you would understand really how evil people are just to have power. Money is ugly. Money is even the sweetest of hearts. People change because of money. This is a man that wanted a position. These people go to extra lengths in order for them to have the power, to have that. And the sad part of it is politics. In our country, we had a man that was standing for us in a gap. Just look at him moving, what is happening. Because he was the covering of that party. I'm not even afraid to mention his name. That is the man God raised and hid behind, standing in the gap and in prayer. But now what is happening tells you the hand, like I said in one of my videos, this person I'm talking about is still a person in power. Is still a person that tried to hack my phones, try to do this, and I always send out a warning. I am of God now. Don't try me. Because it is not me you are trying. Like, before I upload this video, I literally cried 2 days ago, crying to God that, Father God, with the authority of Jesus, I come against any demonic environments, attacks, and assignment in my life, because I will tell this story. Father God, with the authority of Jesus Christ in me, I stand to arrest any arrow that is sent out to me, and I'm not sending it back, Father, but I want you to vindicate me and fight for me. This is a man that is not even tired to this day. This is a man that rendered a lot of youth people useless in order for him to keep power. This is a man who was not even, he was introduced by old folks in this very party to become what he is. Demonic, meetings. All because of power. This is a person to this day has tried to make me stotzela. No, you can't. Not me. Not me. I am of God. And I'm not the one that has defeated you. All your attempts. It's not me who defeated you. It is the one in me. And we cannot stop people for loving what they love. But evil is evil. And every dog has its day. You may render people useless. You may continue fighting to become this. You may be the puppet of other ones in order to do evil to other ones, because I know you also a puppet. But your day will come. Politics is a dance floor of demons. And we need to pray. Especially for South Africa. This is a political party that stood and fought for people. But for its formation, there were bloodshed. There is still bloodshed amongst, in today's generation. We still experience bad things that are happening. If I stand here, I'll stand to be contrary to a lot of people. But I can stand and tell you that our president knows nothing of evil. That's why I said he's weak in one of the videos, because things that are up against him are things that he doesn't understand, because he's just someone who went to school. But the demons that is up against are the ones that cause his own confusion. Look at his videos, public appearances where he looks sleepy. One, a man of his caliber, upside down mask. It's not him. A notepad. No, those are just embarrassing situations that were starting something bigger that he is in now. You understand? When it comes to spirituality, he is just a man that is weak, that was standing only because of the power of the church. You understand? And a man that used to pray around his camp. But now things are falling apart because he adhered to things that are up against the number one rule of God with regards to leaders. I hope I make sense, but I know. Let us just continue to pray. These people are there within our own political parties that we love and support them. But power makes them forget that They are humans and we are humans. Power makes them want to subdue people so much. You know, someone that will hack your phone. Using resources, state resources. Going all through these troubles in order to get me. And you never did. You're not the first. Nor will you be the last. But I will always be under my feet. Because in Him I move. In Him I live. And in Him I have my being. This video took long for me to upload because I was not well. You tried me once more. And you haven't given up. I don't know why. I'm not going to be a lapdog. I'm not going to die and come and give you money. I'm going to torment you. If you were ever to really, 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 really try to get me. I'm not going to be, you'll be tormented by the Jesus in me. Just let me be. This is a final warning. Just let me be. I've not even detailed half of the things that you did or said. But I want you to understand that there are more evil men following me. But I will always know which hand is doing something. Because I learned all your ways. I live that way. And like I told you years ago, you're a small, small boy when it comes to spirituality. Just leave me alone. You're a small boy. You know? And I do not give you this warning because I trust my own powers that I divorced and disconnected from. The power move in now. Woo. I wish you could taste it. You're a small boy. Leave. Leave. Don't wish death upon yourself by going against people that are not against you. Don't continue in evil when you are warned. You've made enough money now. Rest. The cries, the tears of people that you've hurt. People whose blood boil in order for you to make money. Okay, you have bigger problems than me. I'm just someone that you knew. Someone who couldn't do the evil that you wanted them to do. And it's not only for you. I would not do it. I would not do it. I know clean politicians. I don't even want to mention them because people will say, no, you're mentioning them because they're from your area or whatever. I know clean, successful politicians. I don't want to mention their name. People will say, no, you're promoting them because they're from, or they are your, you see. I also have friends who are still politicians. Friends like clean. They just studied the country struggle, alles that concerns the country, but they clean. Way from back school, you search them, you find that they were into these things. Because in a sense, that's their call, their ministry, to be in that part. But when you try kill me, simply because I know your secrets. I have your messages. I still do. I have your, you know what? You tried. You tried. Even years after everything, you still try. These people are evil. They don't care who they will get rid of as long as they are able to have power. These people are so evil. Sit and do evil. This is just part 1 of it. It's going to be part 2. I'm going to sleep. If you try your attack on me again, I'll not eat. I'll fast. More than I did a few days ago. I will pray. And heaven fire will be for you. Because I will disturb my daddy. I don't want to disturb my father because of you. No. If I disturb my father because of you, in a sense, I'm saying, Papa ate. Under his protection, I am. Leave me to be there. Because now, if I start to say, release that hand of power to work against, my father is my father now. Everybody knows their father. I know whom I serve. Stop trying. You cannot work with my destiny. I'm not yours. You are not the first evil person that is trying me. I have a lot of them behind. And that's where they belong. Behind. No evil power can be powerful than us. No. We are children of God. Do your politics there, dirty and alles. It's not my business. It's not my business. Your secrets, I told you, they are safe with me. Even here, telling it. I'm not detailing things. If I detail it, people will 1 + 1, 2, they'll get you. One of your other political competitors, they'll be after me and they'll get the truth. I'm not doing that. Just leave me the hell alone. Okay. All right. Please. I know you follow me with a fake account. Stop mixing your concoctions for me. I mixed concoctions before you could mix concoction. Okay? Stop doing anything against me. I have nothing against you. You want to grow fat in your sin? It's okay. It's not my problem now. Nobody, not even the party itself and president, can come and question me, push them out, and I begin to talk about you. I can't, I won't. Even if they could offer, remember, you know now, I was offered millions by a big mega church pastor. You know the story. And nothing came out of me. I don't sell people. Just leave me alone. Okay. I pray good prayers for you. I don't want to talk to God about you. Because if I do, I'm his. He listens. Play your dirty games there and leave me alone. You are evil. It will not change. You have rendered people useless in order for you to remain in power. And you know who's your evil father, right? I can't mix. Because if I mix and detail, people will know. Stay blessed. Wherever you are, I know you watch this. Leave me alone. Okay? This is a friendly and beautiful advice. Next time, I'll become thin for you. If I knock on heaven doors, he opens. I'm not a stranger. He knows me. He has been covering me. He's the one who's been shielding me from all the evil that you've been trying to do. Now I give you my secret today. Now you even know how I escaped you. It was only through dreams. Do your evil with your wife. Leave me alone. Okay? Okay? God bless you.